we're going to dive a little deeper into some of these players here on the Las Vegas Raiders. But let's start with what I would say, Davis, maybe was one of the bigger shockers in the offseason. There were a lot of big moves in the NFL for sure, like A.J. Brown going to Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, those things happen. But, like, this was just sort of out of nowhere, at least for me, that Davante Adams, after Aaron Rodgers said he was going to come back, gets shipped off to Las Vegas and now goes to a spot basically that honestly wasn't good as it was before with him in Green Bay. Having Aaron Rodgers, definitely a downgrade, at least temporarily. I remember us talking about this. I'm still sort of stunned that Adams is a Raider.
You know what? I kind of have that same feeling like literally every time I do a fantasy football draft. I'm like, yeah, Davante Adams is not playing with Aaron Rodgers. He is playing with, he's playing with Derek Carr instead, which is just, it's weird. Now, remember, there is like precedent for these two wanting to play together. Davante Adams and Derek Carr kind of made each other when they played together at Fresno State, and I think we talked about this at the time. Everyone just wants to be back in college again, right? Like at the end of the day, when we were happiest in our lives, our most carefree, like everyone loves their college experience. So I kind of get it. The Raiders gave up a boatload to acquire him. They paid him a huge contract. And, for the Packers part, Aaron Rodgers, like he signed this mega contract extension that they didn't really have the cap space for. They were going to have to let some of their other talented players go. They let Davante Adams go. They got the pick for it. Like it probably worked out for them.
So what do you think this year? I mean, he's being drafted in the first round, and basically what you're asking for, let's just call it, is a match, I think, of last year. So you're asking for 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns for Davante Adams. You have to get that based on his ADP. Can he just repeat that? Not asking for more this year.
I just have a very hard time seeing it, right? Like at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the best, most talented guys to ever play, hyper accurate. Clearly, Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, or Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams have this crazy connection where like Davante Adams can run whatever route and Rodgers just knows where he's going to be, or Adams knows where Rodgers wants the ball to be, so he runs to that spot. And I don't know if Adams is going to be able to regenerate that connection with Derek Carr. We also kind of have this long history of veteran wide receivers changing teams, generally taking a step back for fantasy football purposes. Now, we've seen the opposite of that the last few seasons, right? Stephon Diggs basically being one of the big ones, gets traded from the Minnesota Vikings to the Buffalo Bills, finishes as the number one overall wide receiver in 2020. But historically speaking, veteran wide receivers going on to their second or third contract, we do see kind of a Kenny Golladay, right? Great example. It's top 12 player in Dynasty, whatever. Everyone loves Kenny Golladay, goes to the New York Giants. Now we're hearing about him maybe, getting cut from the New York Giants. I have a hard time, in particular, clicking the button on Davante Adams over CeeDee Lamb. Now, maybe these offensive line problems in Dallas kind of end up making that more of a wash because the Cowboys are not going to be as effective on offense. But Adams heading into his age 29 season, new situation, new quarterback. Like, can we see can you see Davante Adams getting 200 targets this season? It's hard for me to squint and imagine.